Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Bitcoin. I want to briefly start on the daily time frame just to show how insignificant actually yesterday's dip was. I mean, when we talk about the daily chart, really it's hardly noteworthy. What happened though was a rejection from the trend line. Okay, so I talked about the daily chart twice or even three times yesterday in the videos. And I mentioned specifically this trend line here and that we needed a break above this trend line as a breakout signal. Clearly, the bears waited to act until the price tested that trend line, but we didn't even have a break above. So the sell-off pretty much started exactly where that trend line was positioned. So the market continues to respect this trend line. Surely, of course, I'm aware there was the catalyst around the tariffs, Trump tariffs. But it was still the trend line that kept the price down as well. So trend line, technical parameter, yeah, meets the like a fundamental event. Okay, so perfect combination. But the price hasn't even made a new low. Yep, Fibonacci micro support levels broke on the smaller time frame, but I always try to help people understand that just because something may be shifting on the smallest time frame, it won't usually have an effect on necessarily, at least it might not necessarily have an effect on the larger time frame on the daily chart. So we're dealing with still an ongoing sideways range. I'm tracking primarily on the smaller time frame one more low due to the dip yesterday, but that's only based on a microstructure that could easily be invalidated again. Bear in mind, we're currently in a range where the market hasn't really made a decision. So it's choppy sideways range. We haven't got any 5-wave movements. That's very important. We don't have a 5-wave move up. We don't have a 5-wave move down, not clearly at least. And the bears and the bulls still are debating. And it's a very healthy debate going on. 69K is still holding. That's the main support level. And until we really break below that or have a significant breakout above the trend line, really not much changes here on the daily chart, okay? So the levels, the parameters, everything we've been talking about here on our daily time frame, unchanged. Even the white scenario in which a wave 4 could have bottomed on the 10th of March, still valid. I'd say with yesterday's failure of the bulls, less likely, but still a likely scenario we can talk about and that we can show. Okay, now let's take a look at the smaller time frame here. Here you can see the two pathways in more detail. The white scenario still allows for higher prices. Okay, that's the that's at least the scenario in which the fourth wave bottomed on the 10th of March, and we had a 3-wave move up in an A wave. This here could be a B wave. With yesterday's dip, it would have to be a flat correction, ABC, and then we can still go up from there. But as I said, I assume now we are on our way to 75K. That's not like, if I had to give you probabilities, I wouldn't say like 80% probability or so. It's more like maybe a 60, 65%. I mean, we just need to understand the context. I mean, context is really everything. And looking at the context, I don't think it's been decided yet, okay? So we just try to follow here the structures on the micro level to understand which party, bulls or bears, are currently leading. And the parameters that you see on the chart are helping us to understand which party is currently winning. Yeah, which party is winning and what are the levels that need to be broken to make the other party win. So at the moment, as you can clearly see, the market could not form 5 waves up into yesterday's high. I'm not actually showing the red trend line on this time frame. Maybe I'll add it later. But price got rejected at a trend line in 3 waves. We then had a move down. You can really not identify microstructures in this, but it could be wave 1 of the 3rd wave to the downside. That prompted me to add resistance to the chart that we can now track. 84,581 to 87,174. As long as the market holds below this resistance box, I think the pressure seems downward. And I would find the yellow scenario the most probable outcome. That can change. If we see at any point 5 waves to the upside, it can shift. We just need to read the signals on the smaller time frame. But again, none of that will really have probably an impact on the larger time frame. Yeah. Micro support is that we can watch today is 79,189. to 81,159, and the bulls can still start a C wave rally from this box, and it would be circle C into the upside in the white scenario from down here, yeah. But then we need to see probably a little bit further downside in wave C of B, and then we want to see a break above resistance in 5 waves, and then the market can continue to grind higher. So I don't think anything is decided yet. Until the price breaks above 87,174, my assumption is the bears are leading, at least temporarily, but it also is part of the analysis to say that this is all a still very fragile situation, and it doesn't take much for the other party to take the lead again. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, yeah, if you're interested in the membership, check out the link in the description. It takes you to our website, mcoglobal.com. Here you can click on memberships, and most members are choosing the gold membership because it gives you short-term market updates, Tradingview live chart access, educational materials, live stream. Every week we carry out a large live stream on Sunday if you want to be part of it. It's a great way to connect, ask questions, and typically I cover 30, 40, sometimes even 50 cryptocurrency charts in one of these live stream sessions every Sunday. So maybe you'll become part of MCO. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.